Morning everyone. So it is about 6:30, 6:45. No, about 6:15 it is. So it's quite early in the morning. We're going to Fiona Stanley Hospital today to have, Andy's got to have a CT scan to check, I presume to check that they got all the cancer, and to have his catheter removed, which he's very excited about not actually having it removed, but not having it anymore. And then we've just got the next task of building up his pelvic floor muscle to get incontinent again. So hopefully that won't take too long. I'm just taking the woofs for a very quick spin around. I haven't looked at Molly's tummy because she hasn't laid down yet for me to have a look at it, but I've touched underneath and they're chasing a rabbit. That's it. That's the last thing Molly really needed to do. It's not hot, so because it isn't hot, I'm thinking if it's the same as when we get an infection, the area is hot. It isn't, so I'm guessing it isn't, but I still want to have a look at it. I'll have a look at that later. So anyway, that's enough of my ugly mug. Well, they missed it. They gave it a good go though, I'll tell ya. I'm just going to go and see if that tree's still standing, the one that was creaking at me yesterday. And then, as I said, we're just going to do a very, very short walk. I feel a bit sick this morning. I've had about half an hour's sleep. And whenever I don't sleep well, I wake up with a headache and I feel very nauseous. But I think that might be nerves as well. What was going on in my mind with that being removed, the next stage of the recovery, Molly's wound, etc, etc. Yeah, the tree's still standing. Look, there it is, just there. Right, I'm going to go down this way because I don't want to go far. So I've woken up with, and then we were woken up. I think I had half an hour's sleep because last time I checked the time, it was 3:30. And then sometime after that, I did go to sleep because I had a dream. And then we were rudely woken up by Molly and Willow barking because the neighbour was going off to work. So that was horrible. And then I haven't been back to sleep since, but I do feel very, very sick. So last night, when on that half an hour I did sleep, it was quite weird. I had this dream. You watch, it's going to go out of my head because as soon as you start to verbalise things from dreams, they always disappear. But I had this dream, and I think it started off where I was at like this gardening place, and really I can put all of this into perspective of things that I spoke about and experienced yesterday. But anyway, I was at like this garden centre. My brother was there, and there was this big man there, and they were putting compost on the garden, and I was in my long coat, my really long coat that I've got, and I'd gone round and there was a section where there was all like dog poo, and I went, oh well, that's a good bit of fertiliser, and for some reason I decided to lay down there. I laid on a piece of dog poo, got up, everybody in the dream thought it was highly hilarious. I had a bit of dog poo stuck to my coat, so I flicked it off, and then there was this golden retriever that was like Molly, but it was a golden retriever, but it was like in the dream I knew it was Molly, and a puppy, and she was like playing with the puppy like she plays with Willow. Talking of which, don't know where Willow's gone. Anyway, she'll catch up with us. And then we'd gone to my parents' house, but it was like my daughter's house, and my mum was sitting with the kids, and there was lots of kids there, and we'd been there some time before, and there was like food and everything all over the floor, and she still hadn't cleared it up. And oh, it was just such a mess. Willow, come on. And I'm going to go back and find her. Oh, there she is, just in front of me. Anyway, she hadn't cleared it up, and it was like, there was food. It was like knee deep in food. It was disgusting. And then my daughter was there, and I said, do you think Nana's lost her mind? And Jace, and my daughter said, yes, I think she has. So then my dad was there as well, and he was trying to do a bit of clearing up, but my dad was very young. And anyway, then Mum started talking about computers and that she doesn't know what to do with certain things. And I said, it's okay, Mum, because when you phone up to get the computer things sorted out, they connect to your computer and they do it for you. You can see what they're doing. And then with that, all of a sudden, my hands started to, like in all my veins, they started to light up red and flicker around, you know, like in some sort of weird movie. And it was like the computer was in me, and it was all in my hands. They were going all funny. Then pictures were coming up in my hands, and then it all stopped. And then the dogs woke me up because they started barking. So I can't tell you any more of what was going to happen with that. Dreams, eh? They're so funny. What Willow's just picked up, I don't quite know what it is. Is it a dead bird or a dead rat? I don't know. I don't really want to pick it up with my fingers, but I'm going to have to. Excuse me, people. I think it's a dead bird. Yeah, it's a dead bird. I can see feathers. That's pretty disgusting. I've got nowhere to put it. It's going to have to go up here. Oh, it stinks. Ugh. Hey, get down. Get down, young lady. Okay, so we went to Fiona Stanley Hospital, as I told you. And he had his CT scan. What they do is they blow his bladder up with a dye to see if there's any leaks. And he has a like just over a millimetre tear still in his bladder. So they couldn't take the catheter out, which was disappointing for a number of reasons. So he's got his catheter in for another 2 weeks. And then this will all, you know, happen again. So we'll have to go down to the hospital. Hopefully the tear will be fixed. But the doctor did check him over because he was getting a lot of pressure pain, which is the reason why he can't sit for very long. The urologist nurse thought it may have been like a build-up of fluid, urine in his pelvis, because if that happens, it can get infected and then you can get sick. But the doctor said because he's not showing any signs of being ill, it wasn't that, or he didn't believe it was that, and he wasn't worried about it being that. So yeah, so in 2 weeks today, we'll be going back down to Fiona Stanley Hospital. So my eye appointment that was on the 16th has had to be cancelled again because we're taking him on the 17th, and although I can get down to get my eyes done, I can't drive, and I can't drive him down to the hospital. So I've had to cancel that again until so I'm going on the 30th now. And I've had to also postpone my colonoscopy because it was just easier to do that, because otherwise I would have been prepping for the colonoscopy while I was driving him down to the hospital. And we all know what happens there. You don't want to be in a car when you're prepping because you'll be pooing yourself. So that's what's happening in our lives. So it's all fun and games, and is fine. He was in a lot of pain by the time he got home. That's the longest he's been up and about on his feet and walking since he's had it done. So he had a strong painkiller when he came back in. Picked up a takeaway, and now he's trying to fix the computer, laying on his back. So anyway, so I just thought I would update you all. So that's the end of today's vlog. Just enjoying my nice coffee, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.